Good morning. Allow me to talk about the first topic in Mathematics 9, illustrations of quadratic equation. Polynomials are classified according to the highest power of its variable. A first-degree polynomial is a linear. A second-degree polynomial is quadratic. A third-degree polynomial is cubic. The fourth degree is a quartic. And the fifth degree, or a degree of 5, is 20. Uh, let's focus on an equation with degree of 2, which is the quadratic equation. Quadratic equation in one variable is a mathematical sentence of highest degree 2 that can be written in the standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a should not be equal to 0. So remember that a, b, c are the numerical coefficient of a quadratic equation. So in the equation, ax squared is the quadratic term, bx is the linear term, and c is the constant term. So let's have some examples. Example number 1, 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. Is this a quadratic equation or not? This is a quadratic equation because it has a highest degree of 2 and written in the standard form. If we say in standard form, that is, the equation is in standard form if its terms are arranged from the term to the highest degree, then up to the lowest degree. So that is why the standard form, we call it the standard form. So this one, a, let's have the numerical coefficient. A is equal to 2, b is equal to 5, c is equal to negative 3. So the quadratic term here is 2x squared. Then we have the linear term, the 5x, and the constant term is negative 3. So let's have example number 2. 2x times the quantity x minus 4 is equal to 12. Is this a quadratic equation or not? This is a quadratic equation, however, it is not written in the standard form. So to transform it in standard form, use the distributive property and make one side of the equation 0. So let's have 2x times x, that is 2x squared, and 2x times negative 4, that is negative 8x, is equal to 2. So after applying the distributive property, to make it one side of the equation 0, we will apply the subtraction property. So let's subtract 12 from both sides of the equation. So we have 2x squared minus 8x minus 12 is equal to 12 minus 12. So 12 minus 12, so that is now 0. So magiging 0 na to. So the original equation is 2x squared minus 8x minus 12 is equal to 0. So this is now the standard equation of the equation here. So where your a is equal to 2, ito yun. Then your b, that is negative a, c, that is negative 12. Quadratic term, that is hindi lang yung numerical value, kasama din yung variables. So that will become 2x squared, the linear term, negative 8x, and the constant term that is negative 12. So let's have example number 3. So the quantity x plus 1 times the quantity x minus 8 is equal to negative 9. So example number 2 is another example of a quadratic equation, but it's not written in the standard form. So again, to transform this one, we will apply the distributive property, then put the equation one side equation equal to 0. Now let's try to distribute. So x times x is x squared, x times negative 8, negative 8x, 1 times x, that is x, 1 times negative 8, that is negative 8, is equal to negative 9. So here, to make the equation one side of the equation 0, we will apply the addition property. So that 1 is negative 9 plus 9, that is equal to 0. So, ito naman, siyempre, in-add pa rin natin yung positive 9. So, magiging x squared minus 7x plus 1 is equal to 0. So, a is equal to 1, b is to negative 7, c is equal to 1. So, the quadratic term here is x squared. The linear term is negative 7x, and the constant term is 1. So, let's start with your module what's in activity number. So, let's try to recall it. Before we proceed on your activity 1, I strongly suggest to answer the pre-assessment on your modules in a separate sheet. In this lesson, you are given the chance to use your previous knowledge dito sa activity number 1 natin. So, let's have your recall. So, in activity 1, meron kayong 10-item test. So, I will solve 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5. Then, the rest, gawin yung activity nyo. So, I will provide an answer sheet for you para to make sure na tama yung mga sinasagot nyo. Okay? So, let's have number 1. So, for number 1, just simply apply the distributive property. So, 4 times x squared plus ganito lang yun. Magiging, so let's have this one, 4 times x squared, that will become 4x. Then, 4 times 5, that will become 20. So, the answer there is 4x squared plus 20. So, again, let's simply distribute this one, 3m times m. Then, ito naman, 3m times negative 4. So, that will yield 3m squared minus 12m. So, ito, sa number 3, distribute lang natin dyan. 3p times p, that is p squared. P times 3, that is 3p. Then, ito naman, 5p. This one is 5p. 5 times 3, that will become 15. So, let's add the same like terms. So, magiging p squared plus 8 plus 15. Okay? So, this is now a quadratic equation. So, number 2 naman, sabihin lang natin, 3 times 2, that will become 6. 5, negative 5m times 2, that is 10m. Okay. So, for example, number 5, pareho lang siya sa number 3, right? So, let's distribute lang natin dyan. That is 8x squared. Then, x times 6, that is 6x. Then, ito, 6x. That will become also 6x. 6 times 6, that is 36. So, kung ano ginawa natin dito sa example number 3, gagawin din natin dito sa example number 5. So, 6. So, let's add like terms. So, it will become x squared plus 12x plus 36. So, ganyan lang kasimple yung activity number 1. So, yung number 5 to 6, so, itatry nyo muna. So, solve nyo yan. Then, i-check natin. Okay? So, next example. So, on your activity number 2, so, I am a linear or not linear. So, sabihin natin, what if this equation is a linear or not linear? Okay? So, let's have this one. How about, okay, this example number 1. So, tell whether this is a linear or not linear. So, w squared minus 10w plus 30. Is that a linear or not linear? That is, no, it's not a linear. How about 21p plus 20p is equal to negative 9? Is this a linear? Let's try to reveal the answer. So we have, I'm a linear too. How about this one? Is this a linear? Yes, it is also a linear. How about example number 4? 4x squared minus 49 is equal to 0. Is that a linear? No, I'm not a linear. How about this one? No. Then 6t squared plus 2t plus 10 is equal to 0. And can you answer this one? Okay, that is no, I'm not a linear. How about this one? Is this a linear again? A is equal to 2x minus 15. Yes, I'm a linear. This one? Okay, the next question, next equation, z squared minus 8z plus 40 is equal to 0. Oh, that is not a linear. How about this one? 4 minus 2x equal to 16. Is this a linear? Yes, I'm a linear. How about this one? Is this a linear too? Let me see. Yes, that is a linear. And how about this one? The last example. We have. Okay. That is also that is not a linear. So you can now answer the guide questions on your module. When can you say that the equation is linear? How are these equations different from those which are not linear? Then, do these equations have common characteristics? So you can now answer that guide questions. Hey, so let's continue on what's new. Activity number 1, lead me to a quadratic equation. So in here, given a situation, then try to make an quadratic equation out of a given situation. So let's have this one. Peter was asked by his Filipino teacher to lay out a tarpaulin to be used as backdrop decoration during the culmination program of Buwan ng Wika. He told Peter that the tarpaulin area must be 18 square feet. So, napakasimple lang to. Napagputusan si Peter na gumawa ng tarpaulin as a backdrop with an area of 18 square feet. So, given the first question, draw a diagram to illustrate the tarpaulin. So, let's have a tarpaulin that is a rectangular in shape with an area of 18 square feet. So let's draw it. So ito yun, area is equal to 18 feet. So that is the area, a rectangular shape. Number two is, what are the possible dimensions of the tarpaulin and how did you determine such dimension? So, so to answer that one, just simply the possible dimension of the tarpaulin is 2 feet by 9, then 3 feet by 6 feet. So to determine such dimensions, just find two possible numbers whose product is equal to 18. So 2 times 9, that is 18. 3 times 6, that is also 18. So those are the possible dimensions of the tarpaulin. Then, suppose the length of the tarpaulin is 5 feet longer than its width. What equation represent the given situation? So, sabi niya, the length of the tarpaulin is 5 feet longer than its width. So, let W be the width, then the length is W plus 5, which is 5 feet longer than its width. So, since the area is equal to 18, and the formula in finding the area is A is equal to length times width, then 18 is equal to 5 plus y times W. Then how would you write the equation to represent the situation? So that will become W squared plus 5y is equal to 18. So that is how simple to make an equation out of a given situation. So just enjoy. Thanks for watching and have a module day. Enjoy and keep safe, everyone. So if you have any question, please try to keep in touch. Yung mga katanungan nyo, sabihin nyo lang. May mga yung mga sa modules nyo, naglakip ako dun ng mga numbers ng mga teachers nyo para kontakin nyo. Okay? So hopefully, this will help you and guide you in answering your module. So thank you.